Marion Cotillard is a French actress, singer and songwriter. She is also an environmentalist and spokesperson for Greenpeace. She garnered worldwide acclaim for her roles in films such as La Vie en Rose, Rust and Bone, The Immigrant, 2 Days, 1 Night, A Very Long Engagement, Love Me If You Dare and Les Jolies Choses. Her other notable films are Chloé Copyright, Taxi, Furia, War in the Highlands, Lisa, Big Fish, Toi et Moi, Dikkenek, A Good Year, Public Enemies, 9, Little White Lies, Inception, Midnight in Paris, Contagion and The Dark Knight Rises. In 2007, Cotillard starred as the French singer Édith Piaf in La Vie en Rose, for which she received critical acclaim and won several awards, including the Academy Award, BAFTA Award, kɔ.ti.jaʁ Award, and the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress. She is the first person to win an Academy Award for Best Actress in a French-language performance. In 2010, she received a Golden Globe nomination for her performance in the musical 9. In 2012, she received widespread acclaim for her performance as the legless orca trainer star copyright Fanny in Rust and Bone and was awarded with the Globe de Cristal Award, a Permel Toile d'Or Award, Sant Jordi Award, Irish Film and Television Award and the Hawaii International Film Festival Award for Best Actress and received nominations for the Golden Globe Award, BAFTA Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, Critics' Choice Award, AACTA Award, Lumiere Award and for the kɔ.ti.jaʁ Award. She is the face of Lady Dior handbags since 2008 and has appeared on more than 200 magazine covers around the world. Among them are Vogue, Elle, Marie Claire, Variety, Harper's Bazaar, Vanity Fair, Madame Figaro, Glamour, W, The Hollywood Reporter and Wall Street Journal magazine. She was also on the cover of the first issue of Dior magazine in September 2012. Her films have grossed more than $2.6 billion at the worldwide box office. Early life, Cotillard was born in Paris, and grew up around all a copyright Anne's, laureate, in an artistically inclined, bustling, creative household. Her father, Jean-Claude Cotillard, is an actor, teacher, former mime, and 2006 Molière Award-winning director. Cotillard's mother, Missy Emma Cotillard, is also an actress and drama teacher. Her 2 younger brothers are twins, Quentin and Guillaume. Guillaume is a screenwriter and director. Cotillard began acting during her childhood, appearing on stage in one of her father's plays. Career, early work in French cinema. After small appearances and performances in theatre, Cotillard had occasional and minor roles in television series such as Highlander, but her career as a film actress began in the mid-1990s with small but noticeable roles in such films as in 1996 when she played a teenage girl who runs away from home and is forced into prostitution, Arnaud Desplechin's My Sex Life, or How I Got Into an Argument. Cotillard appeared in the comedy La Belle Bête, directed by Colin Serrault. In 1998, she starred in kɔ.ti.jaʁ Rad Pira's action comedy Taxi. In the film, she plays Lily Libertino, who becomes Daniel's girlfriend. Cotillard reprised the role in 2 sequels. She then ventured into anticipation science fiction with Alexandre Ajar's Furia. In 1999, Cotillard starred in the Swiss war drama War in the Highlands, for which she won the Best Actress Award at Autrans Film Festival in 1999. In 2001, she appeared in Pierre Grimblat's film Lisa as young Lisa, alongside Jeanne Moreau, Pinauer registered trademark T. Majimal and Stjimel Station copyright Venin. She starred in Gillis Parkate-Brenner's film Pretty Things, adapted from the work of feminist writer Virginie Despentes. In the drama, Cotillard portrayed the characters of 2 twins of completely opposite characters, Lucy and Marie. She was nominated for a kɔ.ti.jaʁ Award for her performance. In Guillaume Niclau's thriller A Private Affair she portrayed Clarisse, friend of the disappeared. Moved to Hollywood, in 2003, Cotillard had a notable supporting role in Tim Burton's film Big Fish, where she appeared alongside Albert Finney, Ewan McGregor, Billy Crudup, Jessica Lange and Alison Lohman. In the film she plays Josa Copyright Fine, the French wife of William Bloom. In the same year, She starred with Guillaume Canet in the romantic comedy film Love Me If You Dare as Sophie Kowalski, the daughter of Polish immigrants. The film was directed by Jan Samuel. She appeared in 2 critically acclaimed films, Jean-Pierre Jeunet's A Very Long Engagement as Tina Lombardi, for which she won a kɔ.ti.jaʁ Award for Best Supporting Actress, and appeared in the mystery thriller Innocence as Mademoiselle Permelvar. In 2005, Cotillard starred in 6 films. In Steve Swisser's romantic drama Cavalcade as Eliza copyrightee, she also appeared in Abel Ferrara's religious drama Mary alongside Forest Whitaker and Juliette Binoche. Marion played Isabelle Kruger and Alice in the thriller film La Beau registered trademark T.E. Noir, directed by Richard Berry. She appeared in the film Fair Play as Nicole. She also starred in the romantic comedy Love is in the Air, in Burnt Out and Edy directed by Star copyright Van Gogh copyright Rentilia copyright. In 2006, Cotillard starred in 4 films, in Ridley Scott's romantic comedy A Good Year, in which she portrayed Fanny Chenal, a French café copyright owner in a small Provençal section Owl Town, opposite Russell Crowe as a Londoner who inherits a local property. She appeared in the Belgian comedy Dikkenek, and learned to play the cello for her role as a soloist in the satirical coming-of-age film You and Me. La Vie en Rose and Breakthrough. Cotillard was chosen by director Olivier Dahan to portray the French singer Édith Piaf in the biopic La Vie en Rose before he had even met her, saying that he noticed a similarity between Piaf's and Cotillard's eyes. Producer Alan Goldman accepted and defended the choice even though distributors TFM reduced the money they gave to finance the film, thinking Cotillard wasn't bankable enough an actress. Her portrayal was widely praised, including by the eminent theatre director Sir Trevor Nunn, who described it as one of the greatest performances on film ever. At the Berlin International Film Festival, where the film premiered, Cotillard was given a 15-minute standing ovation. It was dubbed the most awaited film of 2007 in France, where some critics said that she had reincarnated Édith Piaf to sing one last time on stage. On February 10, 2008, Cotillard became the first French actress to be awarded the BAFTA Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role since star copyright Fane Audran in 1973. She is the first actress to win a Golden Globe for a foreign language performance since 1972, when Livelman won for The Immigrants. She is also the first person to win a Golden Globe for a foreign language performance. On February 22, 2008, she was awarded the kɔ.ti.jaʁ Award for Best Actress for her role in La Vie en Rose. Alain Delon presented the award and announced the winner as La Mamie Marion. He also praised her at the stage, saying, "Marion, I give you this kɔ.ti.jaʁ. I think this kɔ.ti.jaʁ is for a great actress, and I know what I'm talking about." 2 days later, on February 24, 2008 at the Academy Awards, she won Best Actress, becoming the first woman and second person to win both a kɔ.ti.jaʁ and an Oscar for the same performance. Cotillard is the second French cinema actress to win this award and the third overall to receive an Academy Award. She is the first Best Actress winner in a non-English language performance since Sophia Loren's win in 1961. She is also the first and so far only winner of an Academy Award for a performance in the French language. In her Oscar acceptance speech, Cotillard proclaimed "Thank you life, thank you love," and, speaking of Los Angeles, said "It is true, there is some angels in this city." The day following the ceremony, Cotillard was congratulated and praised by the President of France Nicolas Sarkozy in a statement saying, "I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to Marion Cotillard, who has just received the Oscar for Best Actress for her masterful interpretation of Édith Piaf in La Vie en Rose, directed by Olivier Dahan." Half a century after Simone Signoret, a French artist has received the Best Actress award at the Oscars. It was a good omen that Catherine Allegret, Simone Signoret's daughter, herself had a role in La Vie en Rose. Marion Cotillard embodies an Édith Piaf who is unsettling in her realism, emotion and passion. Her interpretation brings to life the story of a woman who gave French chansons acclaim and authenticity. A singer, too, who closely united France and America. La Vie en Rose was in part a Czech production, as Cotillard mentioned in her kɔ.ti.jaʁ acceptance speech. On March 1, 2008, Cotillard won a Czech Lion Award for Best Actress. She could not attend the ceremony in Prague due to the filming of Public Enemies. Her friend Pavlina ma.ʁjɔ, who played the journalist in La Vie en Rose, was there to accept the award on her behalf. On June 24, 2008, Cotillard was one of 105 individuals invited to join the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Widespread recognition, Cotillard starred alongside Johnny Depp and Christian Bale in Public Enemies, which was released in the United States on July 1, 2009. Later that year, Cotillard appeared in the film adaptation of the musical Nine, directed by Rob Marshall, and co-starring Daniel Day-Lewis, Penna copyright Lope Cruz, Judi Dench, Nicole Kidman, Sophia Loren and Kate Hudson. On December 15, 2009, Cotillard was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, a musical or comedy for her performance in the film. The film was released on December 18, 2009. Cotillard appeared on the cover of the November 2009 issue of Vogue with her 9 co-stars, and on the July 2010 cover by herself. For her role in the musical Nine as Louisa Contini, Time magazine ranked her as the 5th best performance by a female in 2009. She was ranked just behind Monique, Carey Mulligan, Saoirse Ronan and Meryl Streep. Cotillard was awarded the Desert Palm Achievement Actress Award at the 2010 Palm Springs International Film Festival for the role, her second prize from the festival. On March 15, 2010, Cotillard was made a Chevalier of the Ordre des Arts et des Lettres by the French government for her contribution to the enrichment of French culture. She appeared as Mal Cobb in Christopher Nolan's film Inception, alongside Leonardo DiCaprio and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which released on July 16, 2010. Cotillard and Leonardo DiCaprio ranked number 8 on the list Hollywood's top earning on-screen couples by Forbes. They are the only couple from a non-franchise film. Inception, the film made $825 million at the global box office. In the same year, she also starred in Guillaume Canet's drama Little White Lies, playing the environmentalist Marie, alongside Jean Dujardin and Frana Section Noir Closet. In 2011, she appeared in Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris alongside Rachel McAdams and Owen Wilson, cast as Adriana, a fictionalized mistress of Pablo Picasso. She co-starred alongside Kate Winslet, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow and Matt Damon in Steven Soderbergh's thriller film Contagion. Also that year, Cotillard appeared on the top of Le Figaro's list of the highest-paid actors in France in 2010. It was the first time in 9 years that a female has topped the list. She has also tied with Kate Winslet as the highest-paid foreign actress in Hollywood. In 2012, she has ranked number 9 on the list of the highest-paid actresses in France in 2011. In 2012, Cotillard appeared in Christopher Nolan's film The Dark Knight Rises, playing Miranda Tate, a board member at Wayne Enterprises who was later revealed to be Talia al Ghul. The film reunited her with her Inception co-stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Michael Caine, Cillian Murphy and Tom Hardy. It also reunited her with Public Enemies co-star Christian Bale. She next starred in Jacques Audiard's Rust and Bone alongside Matthias Schoenaerts, for which she received rave reviews for her performance as the Orca trainer star copyright Fanny, and won the following awards: the Globe de Cristal Award, a Permel Toile d'Or Award, Sant Jordi Award, Irish Film and Television Award and the Hawaii International Film Festival Award for Best Actress, and received a 5th kɔ.ti.jaʁ Award nomination, a 4th Screen Actors Guild Award nomination, a 3rd Golden Globe nomination, a 2nd Critics' Choice Award nomination and a 2nd Lumiere Award nomination. A film premiered at the 2012 Cannes Film Festival and received a 10-minute standing ovation at the end of its screening. Kate Blanchett wrote a review for Variety praising Cotillard's performance in Rust and Bone, describing it as simply astonishing, and said that Marion has created a character of nobility and candor, seamlessly melding herself into a world we could not have known without her. Her performance is as unexpected and as unsentimental and raw as the film itself. She also received several honors and career tributes at Hollywood Film Festival, AFI Fest, Telluride Film Festival, Gotham Awards and Harper's Bazaar Awards. critical acclaim. In 2013, Cotillard was named Hasty Pudding Theatricals Woman of the Year by Harvard students. She was also ranked the second highest paid actress in France in 2012. On May 2013, she appeared in the controversial music video "OE the Next Day" by David Bowie, alongside Gary Oldman, her co-star in The Dark Knight Rises. She had her first leading role in an American movie in James Gray's The Immigrant, starring as the Polish immigrant Iła Cybulska. For her performance, Cotillard received rave reviews at the 2013 Cannes Film Festival in May 2013. The Immigrant was released in US in May 2014, exactly 1 year after its Cannes premiere. It was highly praised by American critics, especially Cotillard's performance. She then co-starred in Guillaume Canet's Blood Ties alongside Clive Owen, Billy Crudup and Matthias Schoenaerts, a film premiered at Cannes in the same week that The Immigrant premiered. Cotillard also had a cameo in Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, acting opposite Jim Carrey as a Canadian anchor. In November and December 2013, Cotillard was a member of the jury of the 13th Marrakech Film Festival that was presided by Martin Scorsese. Cotillard was named the Most Beautiful Face of 2013 by the Independent Critics List and was ranked number 13 on Empire Online's list of the 100 sexiest movie stars in 2013. In 2014, she played Sandra, the lead in Dardenne Brothers' 2 Days, 1 Night. A film premiered at the 2014 Cannes Film Festival and Cotillard's performance was unanimously praised by critics and called the best performance of the festival. Her next projects are the 3D animated adaptation of The Little Prince directed by Mark Osborne, where she will voice the Rose. A film also stars James Franco, Rachel McAdams, Benicio del Toro and Jeff Bridges. She will also voice the lead role in the Belgian 3D animated film A Rigged World, directed by Frank Ekinci and Christian Demers, and will star in a new film adaptation of Shakespeare's play Macbeth directed by Justin Kurzel, with Cotillard playing Lady Macbeth opposite Michael Fassbender as the title role. Cotillard will also play the lead role in Nicole Garcia's Mal de Pièces, an adaptation of the best-selling novel Mal de Pieta by Milena Eggers, set to start shooting in 2015. On January 22, 2014, was announced that Cotillard will star in the New York Philharmonica unregistered trademark S upcoming production of Arthur Honegger unregistered trademark S oratorio OE Joan of Arc at the Stake Cotillard is an unregistered trademark T new to the 1938 dramatic oratorio. She starred in a production by the All Copyright Anne's Orchestra in 2005 and the Barcelona Symphony Orchestra in 2012. The new production, staged by the director Carmi de Bellis, was first created for Japan unregistered trademark S Cytokinen Festival Matsumoto in 2012, and will reportedly feature members of the Coma Copyright Difrana Section S. The new production will hit the stage of the Avery Fisher Hall in June 2015. Cotillard will also perform the oratorio in Paris in March 2015. Musical career: she sings, plays guitar, bass guitar, keyboard and tambourine. She co-wrote and performed the song La Fille de Joie for her film Les Jolies Choses, in which she played a singer, and also performed the song La Con for this film. In 2008, she co-wrote and performed the song The Strong Ones alongside Hawksley Workman for Olivier Dahan's short film For Cartier's Love Range. In 2010, she sang few songs on the album Cardioid by Yodelice. She also went on tour with the band in different cities in France and Belgium under the pseudonym Simone, which is her grandmother's name. She also recorded the song The Eyes of Mars alongside Franz Ferdinand, especially for Dior. In 2012, she wrote and performed the song Lily's Body for the 4th episode of the Lady Dior web documentary with the same title. Lady Dior. In 2008, Cotillard was chosen as the face of Dior's Lady Dior advertising campaign and was featured in an online mini-movie directed by John Cameron Mitchell about the fictional character created by John Galliano. She also starred in a series of short films that were situated in different cities to promote the Lady Dior handbags. Lady Noir Affair directed by Olivier Dahan, Lady Blue Shanghai directed by David Lynch, Lady Rouge directed by Jonas Åkerlund and Lady Grey London directed by John Cameron Mitchell and starring Ian McKellen and Russell Tovey. This campaign has also resulted in a musical collaboration with Scottish rock band Franz Ferdinand, where Cotillard has provided the vocals for a composition performed by the group, entitled The Eyes of Mars. In 2012, she starred in the web series Lady Dior web documentary, and wrote and performed the song Lily's Body for one episode. Cotillard also appeared on the cover of the first issue of Dior magazine in September 2012. Greenpeace and other projects. In addition to her film work, Cotillard is interested in environmental activism, and has participated in campaigns for environmental protection, in particular Greenpeace, for whom she has acted as a spokesperson. In 2005, she contributed to Dessins pour le climat, a book of drawings published by Greenpeace to raise funds for the group, and in 2010, she traveled to Congo with Greenpeace to visit tropical rainforests threatened by logging companies, documented in the documentary The Congolese Rainforests, Living on Borrowed Time. In 2013, she caged herself near Paris's Louvre Museum to demand the freeing of 30 Greenpeace activists jailed in Russia over an Arctic protest. She entered the cage and held a banner proclaiming "I am a climate defender." In 2009, Cotillard was one of many celebrities to record a cover version of the song Beds Are Burning by Midnight Oil, in support of TCK and climate justice. She designed her own doll for UNICEF France campaign Les Remousses font leur sign a copyright ma, that was sold to help vaccinate thousands of children in Darfur. She is the patron of Maud Fontenoy Foundation, a non-governmental organization which is dedicated to teaching children about preserving the oceans. She is also the ambassador of Association Wayanga, a French association that supports indigenous peoples for their rights and the preservation of their cultures in the Amazon forest they inhabit. In 2011, she publicly supported Chief Roney in his fight against the Belo Monte Dam in Brazil and signed his petition. In 2012, she was featured on Kate Winslet's unregistered trademark's book The Golden Hat, Talking Back to Autism, with celebrity self-portraits to raise awareness and support for autism launched by Winslet's Golden Hat Foundation. In February 2014, she signed the Tiger Manifesto, a campaign calling for an end to everyday products being manufactured through forest destruction. Launched by Greenpeace, the campaign is encouraging consumers to demand products are forest and tiger-friendly, particularly in Indonesia, where the Sumatran tiger is on brink of extinction. Personal life. In the late 90s, Cotillard was in a relationship with French actor Julien Ressam. She had a relationship with French actor star copyright from Chloé copyright Rentilia copyright from 2000 until 2006. Since 2007 Cotillard lives with French actor and director Guillaume Canet. The couple prefer to live a simple lifestyle, and they are often spotted in cafes and shopping together in Paris. Neither star discusses their relationship with the media, although photos of the couple being affectionate regularly surface in the European tabloids. The birth of the couple's son Marcel was announced on May 20, 2011. She is a fan of Radiohead and Canadian singer Hawksley Workman, and has appeared in two of the latter's music videos, including No Reason to Cry Out Your Eyes. Workman said in interviews about his album Between the Beautifuls that he worked and wrote songs with Cotillard while they both were in Los Angeles during the movie awards season. She recorded a song called Happy Crowd with the French band Yodelice, and she participated with them in some of their concerts. She appears in the video More Than Meets the Eyes from Yodelice. Filmography, Theatre, 1997, Y. des Naunes dans les Placards, directed by Laurent Cotillard, at the Centre Contemporain de la Danse in Paris, France. 2005, Joan of Arc at the Stake, oratorio by Arthur Honegger, libretto by Paul Claudel, directed by Jean-Pierre Loisel, in all the copyright Anne's, France. 2012, Joan of Arc at the Stake, oratorio by Arthur Honegger, libretto by Paul Claudel, directed by Marc Sistrot, in Barcelona, Spain. Clips, 1990, clip Petite Fille les Wampers, 2004, clip Giving Up Richard Archer and Tommy Hules, 2004, clip No Reason to Cry Out Your Eyes Hawksley Workman, 2009, Clipbeds Are Burning TCK, Time for Climate Justice, 2010, Clip More Than Meets the Eyes Yodel Ice, 2010, Clip Breathe In Yodel Ice, 2010, Clip Take It All 9, 2010, Clip The Eyes of Mars Franz Ferdinand, 2012, Clip Lily's Body Lady Dior Web Documentary, 2013, Clip The Next Day David Bowie, Voxography. She has dubbed several films in France, like Happy Feet. She also dubbed in French all of her roles in American films, 2003 Big Fish, 2006, Happy Feet, 2006, A Good Year, 2009, Public Enemies, 2009, 2010, Inception, 2011, Midnight in Paris, 2011, Contagion, 2012, The Dark Knight Rises. Awards and nominations. References. External links: Marion Cotillard at the Internet Movie Database, Marion Cotillard at AllMovie, Marion Cotillard at Filmo, Marion Cotillard at Allocine. Copyright